Hey, this is Bert Brocker, head coach of Texan Buick and GMC, and I'm proud to bring you the Tailgate from Texan Plaza. That's right, at the all-new Turner Stadium. And this year, it's going to be hosted by the one and only from 610 Sports Radio, Mr. John Lopez.
This is the place to be. You can tell by the sound of it. This is the place to be. This is the Tailgate at Texan Plaza. We are at Texan Plaza. These girls have a lot of energy. We're going to get to the handsome guys over there in a little bit, but this is the place to be, the Tailgate at Texan Plaza. My name is John Lopez. That's the head coach, Bert Brocker. We're going to get to this gentleman in a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about what we got coming up for you today here on the Tailgate this week. Of course, we're going to have Heath rushing from Memorial Hermann Hospital. A lot of really good information about what's going on here, what's going on. Parents need to learn and need to know about Memorial Hermann and what it can do for some of these young athletes. NFL, Oilers, fantastic football player. He was Andre Johnson before Andre Johnson. Kenny Burrough will be joining us here. Old number 00 will be joining us here as well. The team of the week, I think they know how to make a little noise, is Kingwood football. We'll have Coach Drew Starnes here. You guys ready?
Absolutely.
Are you guys ready? All right, they're ready. They're the team of the week, and the talk of the tailgate are the pretty girls right behind me. Summer Creek Cheerleaders are here as well. Also today on the Tailgate, we're going to talk about the Big 12. It seems as if they've got themselves a deal, but for how long? Are the Texans the real deal? Well, we're finding that out every week as we go. And, of course, college football impressions. But let's start right here. God bless you. Let's start right here, Bert, with my man Heath rushing. He's a good guy because he went to Texas A&M University.
Absolutely. You know, Heath is with Memorial Hermann Northeast, right here in our North Corridor. And this year with your partnership, what exactly are you doing with the Humble Independent School District?
This year we're in our second year of partnership with Humble ISD Athletics, and as a part of that partnership we provide financial support to the district to help offset their tremendous expense load that they have and throughout the district. With that partnership we also provide coverage to the football games, both home and away, with Memorial Hermann Northeast physicians, as well as physician coverage for the school physicals for the kids every year, and every Saturday morning we hold a Saturday injury clinic for all of the kids that need to be seen after their Thursday and Friday night games. So those are just a couple of the ways that we're supporting the district this year.
Well, let me get there. I know I have some other things I want to ask you, but let's start right there. This is airing on Saturday morning. A lot of parents of these girls and those guys are listening. A lot of parents of young kids are listening. You have the floor right now. What do you tell them as parents of young athletes who are still developing?
Sure. Pay attention to your kids. I mean, look for signs and symptoms. One of the big hot topics right now is concussion management with the new requirements out. A lot of folks paying attention to that. One of the things this year that's new to our partnership is impact, and so we've helped partner with the district to provide that program for concussion management with our certified physicians and working with the trainers to really help manage those kids that have those concussions. It's a very serious issue, so we just look forward to that continued partnership to make sure we have resources here to keep these kids safe.
Real good. Now, Bert, you know, his slogan, and he lives it, is supporting the community and the schools. I know Memorial Hermann does the exact same thing. Your name is all over this stadium as well. Some of the new partnerships, some of the other new ideas you have coming up, what are they?
Well, we do a lot in the community. Being the only nonprofit organization or hospital in this area, I've been in the community for 34 years. We work a lot with the different disease-specific organizations like American Heart Association, American Cancer Society, really trying to raise awareness about heart disease, about cancer, and the things you can do to prevent those things, because a lot of times you find out too late. And so there's a lot of awareness to understand signs and symptoms, and so we partner in those ways as well throughout the community.
You know, that's awesome. As I said, we both are heavily involved here, and you know, my wife had a heart attack back in the 1st of January, so it's been intricate, and you know, the things she's recovering from. So like you said, everybody, you know, you need to do your scannings, you need to do your checks, You need to take care of yourself because she doesn't look like me. She's standing. So anyway, you
Thank goodness for that.
Hey. So anyway, thanks for all y'all do in the community too.
All right, let's get a couple of thoughts here. He is a good Aggie. There's no such thing as a bad Aggie. We know that. Let's get a couple of your thoughts from a fan's perspective. Going to the SEC, Texas A&M. Your thoughts on that?
I'm excited. I mean, going to a division like that, the best in college football, I'm all for it. So let's get started next year.
That's Heath Rushing. I'm going to take a walk over here because we are at Texan Plaza here at Texan Buick GMC Plaza. Guys over here said they wanted to ask some questions, so let's get the camera going over here. We got Kenny Burrough. He's going to be coming on here pretty soon next. But I know this guy. This is Clarence. Clarence, you got yourself a little football player here too, don't you?
Yeah, my son, he's supposed to be playing football. He's in a freshman there, Clarence Kennedy. He's going to play next year. He kind of got off to a late start this year.
Oh, that stinks. All right, what do you got for our football segment here, our sports segment?
Well, with the head-to-head contact being in the NFL, what is your take on that now? Because I know that Dante was going to appeal because he said the guy had time to fold up. What do you think about that?
That's a real good question, and here's my thoughts on that because you can't legislate contact out of football. Yeah. You played football.
Yes, sir.
I played football. You can't legislate contact, but what you can legislate is something along the lines of common sense. And I think these are the things that the NFL is trying to do. Now we have Kenny Burrough joining us here in a little bit, and we're going to talk to him about that exact same thing because receiver rules are so much different now from when he played. I mean, they help the receivers, and they it actually helps the offense. It's all about the product that they're selling. You know that. Now, when you played, what was the contact rules like?
It was wide open. Because I just come across that slot, and it just, so a lot has changed. But, they did, kind of fine people for, head-to-head, intentional hitting you in the head. But I think it's a great thing for the simple fact that some players need that protection when a guy's coming across. You can get hurt, seriously hurt.
Well, that's what we're doing here at Texan Buick GMC Plaza. We all like to talk sports. We like to talk about a lot of the issues. My man works at Texan Buick GMC, and we are going to absolutely have a really good show coming up for you the rest of the way. Kenny Burrough, you remember him, Houston Oilers, NFL great, Pro Bowler, 12 years in the NFL. He's joining us next right here on the tailgate at Texan Plaza. Don't you go anywhere.
One of the gentlemen that helped us get in here with the Kingwood High School football and all sports club. And anyway, looking forward to a great year.
Oh, thank you, Bert. Not a finer man on the planet right here. Thank you, Bert.
All right, let's go over here. Let's head over to the tailgaters over here. These are all Kingwood High School parents. Here we go. All right. Who do we got here? What's your name, ma'am? What's your name?
My name is Millie Lee.
Okay.
Susan Schnepp.
And you are?
Shirley Voza. Mariah Gleason. Martin Gleason's mom.
All right. Here we go. Let's walk back here. What's your name, sir?
Ted Lee.
And you are, ma'am?
I'm Karen Kruger.
All right. And who do we got back here?
Rich Hall.
Rich Hall. And you are, ma'am?
Jamie Hall.
All right. Well, anyway, we're here live from the tailgate at Texan Plaza. And anyway, these fine folks gave us an opportunity to be here. It's a great event. They got a great football team here. All these people are parents of the players. So anyway, looking to an exciting game here tonight. Even got better news over here. We actually have a customer, a live customer, that purchased from Texan Buick GMC. What's your name?
Jim Wamba.
Jim Wamba. And your name, ma'am?
Tammy Wamba.
Okay. How was the experience there?
Great. Clarence took great care of us, and we got a great vehicle. Loving it.
That's what we want to hear.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank y'all very much. We appreciate y'all's business, and thanks for all y'all's support.
We are back. We are back. This is the tailgate at Texan Plaza. Bert Brocker brings it to you every week right here at Texan Buick GMC. You get some beautiful cars back here. I'm sure you saw them in the last segment. They got some good stuff over there. I am talking about something really good right now. Old number 00. We're going to get that story. It's a legendary guy. This guy right here, the old Love You Blue Oilers, took a lot of passes from Dan Pastorini, 2 Pro Bowls, 12 years in the NFL. And I said this setting you up in the last segment, and you tell me how much of it you think you can relate to. I said Andre Johnson before Andre Johnson, because you were a big receiver in a time when there weren't a lot of big receivers. What'd you play at 6'3", about
6'4", 215.
6'4", 215. How'd you like to be a cornerback coming across and seeing that guy, Bert? No, but let me ask you, as a receiver at that size, you were one of the unique ones in the game at that time, weren't you?
Well, you know, it sounds like I'm bragging because I ran the first
Go ahead and brag.
4.3 in the National Football League. I was on world record relay team, so thank God I could run.
A Texas Southern guy. I know you're back at Texas Southern now. Let's start there before we get into some of these football stories and some of your takes on the Texans. Tell us about your Texas Southern team. Had a good squad last year. Tell us about what's going on now.
Well, as you can see, I got on the ring. We won the Southwestern Athletic Conference last year, Texas Southern under Johnny Cole. We made changes. Now we have another head coach in Coach Ramsey, but we still got some of the guys. I think that we're definitely in the right direction, what the president has done over there in our athletic director. And believe it or not, we got a chance to win it again this time. So come out and see us play. We'll play tomorrow.
That's a great idea to come out and see Texas Southern play. Certainly the band as well. No doubt about it.
The band is unreal.
All right, let's get to the old 00. You've told me this story in the past, but it's an interesting one. How did you come up with number 00?
Well, at first, my freshman year at Texas Southern, I was 27. The next year, I was 89 because of Otis Taylor, who attended Purview. You know, and then I came back from the summer and I went to my locker and I had 00 in it. I thought it was a joke. You know, I said, well, what is this? So the trainer told me to go see the head coach. When I walked in, I said, Coach, what is this? And, you know, in those days you could swear, you could say a lot of stuff on the court. So he said, Kitty, either you're going to be double something or double nothing. And that particular thing, we're going to bring all the scouts. The commodity was good. Now I can't live without it. Even the police let me get away most of the time.
Did you have any idea that it was going to be that catchy a thing in the NFL? I mean, you were recognized all across the league just because of your number. Obviously, 2 Pro Bowls didn't hurt, but your number was unique.
Well, like I said, Jim Otto wore 00 in Oakland, but, you know, he sent me a message by the Stalk saying, thank you for continuing to make him a star. But he wore it first, and I thought it was a joke, but I had a chance to take it and really do something good with it, and I appreciate it.
Well, you may not know this, but I just finished Dan Pastorini's book. It's going to be coming out in November. Okay. Tell me a story or two about Dan Pastorini that is suitable for air.
Well, we don't have enough time. First of all, he's a genuine guy. He can throw the football as good as anybody ever have thrown it. He's a down-to-earth person. Believe it or not, you can see he's one of those California pretty boys coming out of California. But he's the most honest, faithful guy that I've ever had to play with. He made me a star.
Well, he raved about you as well. He says, I could outthrow a lot of people, but I couldn't outthrow Kenny Burrough. That was some good stuff. And those Oilers days, that brings us back to where we are now, the Houston Texans. When you see, let's start with Andre Johnson. I know you keep an eye on him because he's your type of receiver. Tell me about him as an NFL player.
First of all, the guy is so humble. You can tell he was raised right. He's from a good family. I never forget when the owner of the Texans said, well, Lord, if we can just get half stuff out of Andre that you did, we'll be just fine. Well, guess what? They got 4 times the stuff. Andre can do anything. He can run. He'll play tough. He'll catch the deep one. He'll catch the short one. And excuse the expression, if you piss him off, he'll
yeah, that's right. And there's no doubt about that. How about the Texans? The question across the city this year is this the year? Tell me, yay or nay, do you think they have it this year to finally break through?
I'm going to tell it just like it is. If you live in Houston, number one, you should be a Texan fan. I have no doubt in my belief that the Texans are going in the right direction. Jacoby Johnson, the other receiver, is doing very well. And people don't realize Wade Phillips, not because his daddy coached me, Wade was there with me. The man, no defense. So now even with the